When Micah was about 2 or 3 years old, he was sitting here at the kitchen table in his high chair. Now this high chair was like an antique high chair. We were eating like tacos or nachos or something, and all of a sudden we saw Micah kind of have this weird expression, and somehow like a nacho chip had gotten lodged in his throat. And I sat down next to him to just make sure he was gonna be okay, and his face started to turn blue. And when I looked at him in the eyes, his eyes got huge, and they had this look of terror, the look of death, of fear that I had never seen before. And I pulled him out of the seat, and I lay him on my forearm with his chest right there. And I start wailing on his back, bang, bang, bang. The banging dislodges this thing that's stuck in his throat, and he coughs it up. And before he gets a chance to get a breath in, he just starts puking everywhere. He's like, puke is coming like longer and faster and harder than I've ever seen a kid. Like everything that's in his stomach just goes everywhere. And then that moment that every parent wants to hear, the deep intake of breath. Oh man. I handed him to his mother, who takes him back to the bathroom, gets him all cleaned up. I look down at myself. I've got puke all over me. And while I had stayed calm through the whole thing, once we were through it, I just fell apart. I absolutely fell apart. Now, I tell that story to illustrate this verse that Paul, the first missionary of the church and the author of many of the books of the Bible, says in Colossians. For God has rescued us from the kingdom of darkness. Now, what's really interesting about what Paul says here is that God has rescued us. He doesn't say God will rescue us like it's in the future. He says, no, it's already happened. The rescue mission of Jesus has already happened. The Greek word here is raiome, which means to draw to oneself, to rescue from destruction, which makes me think not just of that moment that I had with Micah here at this table in his high chair, but this video that I saw. It was an absolutely crazy video of this mom with super quick reaction. Here, watch it with me. The kid does what all little kids do, like while she's waiting at the door, she goes over, and then all of a sudden she bends down. Oh my God! Whoa! That's absolutely insane. That mom saved that child from destruction, from a kingdom of darkness. God is like that mom who saves us from a kingdom of destruction. So here's a question I have for you. When was a time that either you were rescued from or you rescued someone from certain destruction? Let's talk about that.